in South Africa. So this was the first time, being in college, that we get to see Nigerian guys, except for seeing them on Africa Magic. So seeing them live, and you would see them, they have a shop or they're at the salon. They have a shop or they have a salon. They were good at doing hair. They would have like their women doing hair. That's the first real interaction that we had, some of us, with Nigerians. Back then, I didn't even understand the difference in culture. Like, this is Igbo, this is what, how do you differentiate? I learned about Nigerian culture at school. I learned about Nigerian culture in college. Like, during a course, we were doing a lot of like Ngozi literature. That's when I learned about Nigerian culture and understood a little bit of like what was happening within the culture. But one of the things that I can remember about those men, they are specifically Igbo, those men. Those men, they would shame South African women a lot. We're in Joburg, we're college students, we're in Pretoria, we're having fun, we're exploring the city. These men, the way that they would talk to us, they would yell, they would scream, they would shame us, but there was just something common about the way that they would put us down as South African women. It was always in comparison to Nigerian women. Mind you, that time for me, I don't even remember knowing a Nigerian girl back in South Africa at that time. So they would say things like, oh, a Nigerian girl would never do this. Oh, a Nigerian girl. Like, they literally made us feel like we're these wild animals, that Nigerian girls are these good women that are conservative, that are respectful, that are, they are angels. And us, we are the devils. We are the wild girls. Fast forward, I leave South Africa, I moved to the United States. This is a global space. Now I'm exposed to more Nigerian people, more other Africans. I have my first Nigerian friend who's a woman, and I'm just like, wow, you get to know different people, you get to know girls, and you see how they operate. I'm not seeing much of a difference between me and these girls. I'm just seeing girls, we're making friends, and it's cool. I went to Nigeria. My connection to Nigeria had nothing to do with the men that I eventually married here in the United States. I've always been connected to Nigeria. I've always loved Nigeria. I've always loved the culture. I have been to Nigeria way before I even met my partner. So there's so many things that shocked me when I went to Nigeria. If I can make an example of one of them, it's just the LGBT community. I was just so shocked because those guys in South Africa, they always painted this picture of Nigeria as nothing like us. They are like so great. They're so conservative. They would never do this. They would never do that. I can tell you, when it comes to liberation and levels, of course, South Africans are a little bit ahead, and that is because of our system, that is because of the Western influence, and you can count the number of things. But one of the things that I love about life, nothing stays the same. These men that were so committed to putting us down, making us feel like we're not good enough, or we are not good women, or we're not worthy of being loved and building families just because of who we are. South Africans, we are free-spirited people. We have sexual freedom. It is part of our culture. We are very